guys, it's me Jaya, and today we're going to be doing another reacting to MSN video. And I know it hasn't been a week yet, but probably by the time I post this, it probably wouldn't be a week, or I'll probably post it the same day. I don't know. Well, I've got some popcorn, so I'm gonna be eating it. Well, a bit okay. I know it hasn't been a week yet, but even if I don't post it or not, sue me. I don't care. MSA posted something 3 hours ago. I'ma watch it right now. But just before we start, subscribe, like, and subscribe now or forever hold your peace. And we're gonna be watching some MSA videos. But MSA, just a question. Oh, I touched my hair and zapped me. Ow. MSA, I don't want this 10 reasons you should not be friends with your BFF. 10 reasons your dad should not be your best friend BFF. Okay, no, whatever. So, I want season 2, episode 2. Please. If your next video isn't that, I'm going to get very disappointed. And I watch every single video as soon as I can. Well, but I'm probably going to take that back, because after I watch this, I'm probably going to get amazed. Like this one, I was disappointed. I still got amazed. This one, I'm getting disappointed. I'm probably going to... The thing isn't that good, so I don't know if I'll be that amazed. Because the front cover is... doesn't look like... Well, whatever. Let's just get started into the video. See how it goes and see if we're gonna love it or if we're gonna love it or we're not. I don't know. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. Okay.
Google Pixel 9 Pro. Ciao AI. Quando basta una foto per risolvere che cosa fare per cena.
I'm a little too on, let me breathe. Watch this, let me show you what I mean. Everybody trying to be like me, too close, need to see ID.
A cucinare però ci pensi tu.
Spotlight when I go and put it on. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun.
Nuovo Google Pixel 9 Pro. Pura magia.
Some superheroes strut around in capes, while others rock pixie boots and a trendy poncho. Because, yes, you are looking at a real superhero. Hi, I'm Annie, and I'm from New Jersey. Don't be fooled by my...
You're a superhero? Well, that's interesting, because you kind of look like a kid. I don't know if kids could be superhero. I want to be a superhero. I want to be pink soup. Something that has pink and has superhero Joya. Pink master of superhero Joya. Whatever, I'll make something up.
Cute pink locks and dazzling big blue eyes, because as it turns out, I'm also a bit of a crazy, jealous maniac. You know, every superhero has a weakness. Mine was my dad. My dad was the center of my world. Mom left when I was 3, so it was always me and him. We'd hang out all day, and he'd do whatever I wanted. Let's jump on your bed and then go fishing for sharks in the park.
Wait. My dad used to do that with me. Where is it? That thing. My dad used to do it with me, and also sometimes my mom. We would do that. Oh, that would be so fun. When I was younger, oh my god, I loved that. I felt like a superhero. I felt like I was flying. I was like, yay, I'm flying. Yeah.
He'd do whatever I wanted. Let's jump on your bed and then go fishing for sharks in the park.
I've just made the bed and it's raining outside, but whatever makes you happy, my angel.
My dad was the best. He was my superhero. We did everything together and made a big effort to share each other's interests. For example, he learned the names of all the dogs from Paw Patrol.
You're such a Sky.
In return, I learned to play chess, which was Dad's favorite game. Kapow! That's a check and a mate. One time, when I had a high fever, I asked him not to leave my side for 1 minute.
I promise, Annie, I never will.
And I totally believed him. He even made a pulley system to get the Uber.
That's nice. That's so that's so cute. But I feel like you should let him go just to, like, you know, make food, not only order. But okay, sure, if that's what you think. That's actually really cool. Oh my god, that's really cool. Yay. Oh my god.
Food delivery to my bedroom window without leaving my room. But then the worst thing happened. A couple of days later, instead of making me breakfast, he grabbed his car keys and let a babysitter in.
I must go to work today, Angel Annie. Teresa will look after you.
No, Daddy, I'll go with you.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I have to go alone. It's for the best.
Why?
Because we need the money to live.
Fine, if you want to leave, you'll have to step over me, and everyone knows that's bad luck. And to my surprise, he actually stepped over me to leave. I hated babysitters and caused as many problems as I could to get my dad to come back. He used to be late for work pretty much every day and had to sneak out during lunch and leave early to take care of me. So you can imagine what happened next.
I got fired.
Yay! Daddy's at home forever! Yeah! I was ecstatic, thinking things would go back to normal when I got the biggest shock of my life, kindergarten. I cried all the way and threw a total hissy fit at the front gates. Why?
To learn and get a good job when you're older.
Jobs suck!
You'll make lots of friends.
Friends suck! I hated it and let everybody know that I did. I hated it! Stop! Dad got more calls from the kindergarten than the principal's secretary. I know what you're thinking. I was a little monster. And yes, I was.
Oh my god. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I know you're a monster, but that's still cute. You love your dad very much and you wanna, like, spend every single second with him. That's really cute. But you got him fired? I'm surprised he wasn't mad. I feel like he would be mad if your I don't know how old kid just somehow made you fired. Well, okay.
I just couldn't help it. I wanted to be with my dad so bad. Soon, kindergarten turned to school, but things didn't improve. I felt so alone and sad without my dad, and I was always getting into trouble. But then one day, I got the best news ever.
I know how unhappy you are at school, so I talked with the principal and I'll take a job at your school as a janitor. This way, we can spend all the time you want together, and I can have a job. God knows we need the money. I know it's not glamorous, but would it be too embarrassing for you?
What? Just you and me again? This is the best job ever!
But there is one condition. You must behave, because if not, I'll get fired. You promise?
Oh, I promise. Pinky promise! And for some years, things were amazing. We drove to school and worked together, sat together at lunch, and whenever he'd go past my classroom mopping the floor, he'd give me a goofy wave. For the first time, I focused on my schoolwork because I didn't want to mess up our arrangement. Other kids were even inviting me to parties.
You should go. Make some friends.
Maybe you could come with me?
Annie, you must learn to do things without me. Rely on other people.
Really? Maybe you're right. I guess I can go for half an hour. Nah, let's just hang out here and watch TV. But then it all changed. I was supposed to be meeting some peeps at the movies, but then remembered Dad's favorite TV show was on. So I decided to go back home and watch it with him. But when I opened the door, I found that Dad was having dinner with a woman with candles.
Amati è la parola che ho inciso sul mio charme Pandora. Nell'ultimo anno sono cambiata. Ho conosciuto nuovi aspetti di
and flowers on the table?
Annie, Angel, I wasn't expecting you. This is Fern, my new friend.
Yeah, new friend. You're sure? Yeah, you're just hanging out. You're not on a date, and she was definitely not about to feed you a spoon of food. And there's definitely the lights are off and they have candles. That's definitely. You're on a date. Okay. She's probably gonna get extremely mad though. But alright, let's see what happens.
Hello, Annie. I've heard so much about you. It's great to meet you at last. Funny, I've heard absolutely nothing about you.
I was hoping we'd spend some time with Fern, Annie.
Three's a crowd. Suddenly, I felt so jealous. Why would he want to spend time with her and not me? Soon, Fern became a permanent fixture at our place. Despite my grumpy face when she was around, she was always super nice to me. Wanna hit the shops? I have the biggest discount card. Maybe you can.
Girl, use that to buy some actual nice clothes. Not trying to be mean, but you're wearing that. My mom give me that offer, I would have said yes a million times. I would have shopping.
Use it to buy another book on winning over skeptical teenagers. And at school, Dad was always calling her. She even joined us for lunch some days. I tried to do everything to get his attention when they were together. Like the time in the canteen, she'd made us all sandwiches, and I pretended to choke. Poison! But they were too busy staring into each other's eyes to notice. Soon, Fern moved into the house. And even though I kept moving her things around, she was always calm and supportive. You can always talk to me about anything, you know. I'm fine. You and your dad have such a special relationship. I wouldn't want to come between you two. Well, cheers for that.
You say that, but what if she just says, okay, leave then? You're getting between our relationship, so leave. What if she just said that? Would you do it? Would you do it? Huh? I don't think so.
You can rely on me too. I'll always have your best interests at heart. Yikes, is that the time? Gotta run. It felt like Dad was slipping away from me. But at the same time, I was also starting to become independent. During that time, I joined the chess club and quickly showed talent. No doubt thanks to all those games with my dad. I even won the school tournament and got invited to represent the school in an international tournament in Belgium.
Now I swear to God, if your father doesn't come, if he doesn't come, bruh, that's red flag. That's red flag that he's spending too much time with her. If he can't come, that is red flag for spending too much time. That's what I'm gonna say. But if he does, okay.
Knew it was a life-changing trip, but I also knew that my dad's job as a janitor didn't pay much. He would not be able to afford the expenses of such a trip, so I had to decline the offer. I was pretty sad about it, and soon things got even worse. That same afternoon, I got to class, and one of the more popular girls was sitting in my seat, slurping on a milkshake and making fun of me. Look at me, I'm Annie, and I'm so lame because my dad's my BFF. Great, that's really mature. Now move your butt from my seat. Oh no! You better call your personal janitor to clean up this mess. What mess? I shouldn't have asked, as she threw her milkshake on the floor on purpose. This mess? What are you waiting for? You better call Daddy. I jumped on her and tipped the rest of the milkshake over her, and that's when the teacher intervened. I got after-school detention. I was really scared that Dad would find out, but thankfully, he went home after finishing his shift. I was super relieved. But then, on my way out from detention, I heard a weird rustling noise from one of the classrooms. That's odd. Everybody went home already. I thought it was best to get out of there, but suddenly, a man in a ski mask rushed out of a classroom, holding a bag full of the school laptops. Oh no, a thief! I froze in my spot as he spotted me and stopped for a few seconds, then started running down the hallway. As he ran past me, he accidentally hit me with the bag of laptops, and I yelled in pain as I stumbled to the floor.
Oh my God, are you okay?
I looked up in shock as I recognized that voice. Dad? Suddenly, he dropped the bag and ran down the hallway.
What? Your dad is robbing the... Your dad is robbing the school where he works.
And out of the school. I tried to follow him, but he was too fast. So I sprinted home, and there he was, Dad, completely out of breath and with the ski mask in his hand. The first thing he told me was to keep my voice down so Fern wouldn't hear. Dad, seriously? Stealing from the school? Are you crazy?
Annie, you've got it all wrong.
Raccontando come vedi tu il mondo, troverai chi è pronto a cambiarlo con te. Fino al 2 ottobre hai 200 giga minuti illimitati a soli €7,90 al mese con attivazione e primo mese gratuiti. Anche con eSIM. Coop Voce. Libera la tua voce.
I knew I was underwater.
How was he... What? This doesn't make sense. How? It was... Oh my God, wait. How is it wrong? She saw you just there trying to steal some laptops.
Really? Ski mask? Swag bag? Come on!
Keep it down, will you? We can't let Fern hear this.
Start talking.
I did it for you, Annie. Professor Parker told me about the chess tournament and the trip to Belgium. He told me that you turned him down without even telling me. I want the best for you. I don't want you to lose out on something like this because of me. But the moment I saw you, I knew I couldn't go through with it. Now, we can't let the police know. They'll lock me up. If you think about it, no harm was done, nothing was stolen, so everything's great.
Of course, everything wasn't great. While his intentions were sweet, he made a huge mess in school. The principal had reported the attempted robbery to the authorities, and I had to testify in front of the police as the only witness. I couldn't turn in Dad, so I had to lie. I told them that the thief was super short and had green hair. I hoped to keep a low profile about the whole thing, but the next day at school, I was treated like a hero. The girl who saved the school. My hair would have just freezed out in fear. You're like a real superhero now. Yep, I guess that's me. Want to hang out with us and tell us all about it? And oh, let's snap a selfie. I need to boost my feed with some genuine hero vibes. But the worst thing was, since I caught Dad red-handed, he'd become increasingly clingy and hardly left my side. I guess he was scared I'd confess the truth, but it was really annoying. Like when this really cute boy Warren, who I liked but I didn't think had ever noticed me, talked to me.
Hey, Annie, I'd love to take you out for a burger. Sorry, she's busy.
Dad?
Come on, hun, it's lunchtime. The first one to our seat wins the pudding.
Sorry, Warren. I'll just have to go now. A burger soon, though.
Sure.
But soon, I started hanging out with Warren and his new friends all the time, while Dad's excuses to drop by became increasingly awkward and downright embarrassing.
I came by to check if you've seen my lost, mop. Thought I might have wandered into your classroom.
And he'd always pick the worst times to barge in.
I think I'm falling for you in a big way. I think we need to clear the air here.
Dad! I'd had enough, and on the way home, I thought of ways to let him down gently. But I ended up screaming the truth at him in the driveway. Dad, it's time for a reality check. You can't shadow me forever. How about picking up a hobby that doesn't involve stalking me? You're suffocating me. Then he looked down and rolled his puppy dog eyes. I began to feel very guilty. But then, big news popped up on my phone. A very short man with green hair had been arrested for the school robbery. And it was all because of me.
Annie, we must go on the run.
No, Dad. You need to confess. Confess to what? And suddenly, we both turned around, and Fern was standing there with the groceries.
To not cleaning the bathroom properly.
You have never cleaned it properly, Annie. Oh, I think my sock drawer needs some reorganizing. Annie, you can tell me anything. I'll always take your side. You can trust me. I didn't tell Fern. I thought she wouldn't understand. I tried to forget the whole thing, but I felt so guilty. That innocent guy was in jail because of me and my dad, and we needed to set the record straight. But I just couldn't turn my father over to the police. That night, I didn't sleep at all. I was so angry at my dad that the next morning, I skipped breakfast and took the bus to school. But when I got there, I saw him getting into a cop car. Dad! Loads of people were standing around, watching and filming, and I was mortified. I tried to make my way through, but when I reached the police car, it drove away from the school. Then the principal came over and pointed at me. Warren and my friends were shocked.
It seems Annie isn't a superhero after all. She was an accomplice to her dad.
I've never felt such deep shame. If I had superpowers, I'd have vanished right there or zapped myself to the North Pole. I covered my face, crying, and was ready to run away from there, but a cop caught my arm. Time to face the music and confess. But when I finally told the truth, I felt like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders. They let me off with just a warning since I was a minor, and my dad took full responsibility. Fern came to pick me up, and I was enraged with her. I knew she couldn't be trusted. How could you betray us like that? I must confess that I heard you guys whispering around. I quickly understood what was happening, and I knew I had to step in. You didn't deserve to live with that huge secret and with the guilt. I knew it was the right thing to call the police, and I was about to do it, but then I just couldn't. Not to save your dad, but because I know how close you guys are and how devastating it would be for you. I just didn't want to hurt you. I started crying. Thank you, Fern, for everything, and I'm sorry for being a brat with you. Fern hugged.
That's so nice. Okay, I just love this because... Okay, I don't know what to say, but this is amazing. I love this. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I forgot what I said about in the beginning. I love this. This is amazing.
Hugged me firmly, and I hugged her back. During those hard times, we became really close. She took me home and stood firmly by my side through it all. But if you didn't turn him in, then who did? Some weeks later, they allowed me to visit Dad.
I confess everything myself. It was unfair that someone else was arrested, and it felt even worse that you lied for me. I was afraid you'd start hating me for dragging you into my mess, so I gave myself up. I'm I'm so sorry for being such a terrible dad.
Dad started crying, and I soon joined in. No, Dad, you've been the best. I'm sorry I've been so difficult, and you don't need to feel like I'm missing out on anything. Promise, you won't ever do anything like this again.
Pinky promise.
And now, a few months later, Dad has been released, and we're moving with Fern to a new city for a fresh start. And I'm looking forward to making new friends.
Oh my god, okay, that was amazing. That was amazing. Okay, I'm gonna say you've done it again, another basic thing. Wow. But still, I still want that episode 2, okay? I still want episode 2. I keep on getting popcorn, it's stuck in my throat. Well, it was okay, sure. Well, it's really nice, and if you guys want me to watch another different video, like another video that maybe is even a bit older, just comment it do it in the comments, like this one, that one, any of them. Actually, I've actually watched quite of them, so I'm gonna take a little scroll, so just pick one. I haven't watched this. I haven't watched. Oh my god, I'm scrolling and see how many I've watched, bruh. Watch. I usually watch everything. Or you can watch some things that I watched like ages ago and see my reaction, or like that. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you liked the video. Bye guys. Love you guys. Bye cuties.